Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, neighbors sue to prevent New Hampshire Motor Speedway from holding concert. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Ray Brewer.
The judgment-free zone is where you belong. For $1 down and then $10 a month. The world judges. We don't. Join now in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness. Be free.
Join Planet Fitness today for just $1 down. But hurry, this special offer ends March 15th.
Both sides agree that the original 1989 agreement is unambiguous. That being said, they spent an hour and a half this morning arguing before a judge about what that agreement means. A part of the agreement states that there will be no standalone concerts on racetrack land. Three plaintiffs claim the agreement also applies to land adjacent to the track acquired after the agreement was in place. Now, currently, the Speedway has approval for a 3-day country music festival. The lawyer for the Speedway agrees the original agreement is binding on the land where the track sits, but that's as far as it goes. However, plaintiff's attorney Stephen Gordon says the former track owner Bob Baer made promises to his clients that there would be no concerts. Now, the judge said he would have his decision out as soon as possible. However, he could also decide that he needs some more information and order an evidentiary hearing held. Reporting live in the newsroom, Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Baker, Massachusetts State Police boss, Troop E to be next. GPS trackers to be added to vehicles. State Police Superintendent Coral Carey and Governor Charlie Baker have announced a series of reforms to policies and procedures at the Massachusetts State Police. The changes come after the overtime abuse was exposed by 5 investigations. Baker previously said that Carey had been working on reforms that are exactly what the doctor ordered to begin to rebuild public trust in the state police. Among the changes is elimination of Troop E, which is primarily responsible for patrolling the Massachusetts Turnpike, and the addition of GPS tracking devices on department vehicles. Baker also had strong words on pension for troopers who are ultimately found guilty of gaming the system. Later, last year, 5 investigations compared 9 months of overtime payroll and ticket data from the state police with official ticket records from the Registry of Motor Vehicles and discovered lieutenants and a trooper being paid for more than 100 overtime shifts targeting dangerous drivers where no speeding tickets were issued. There were also cases where tickets were submitted for overtime but appeared to be written weeks earlier. 5 investigated founded in 2016, Troop E cashed in more than $1 million in overtime for those shifts alone. 9 of the 19 state police members who were to go through hearings in connecting with agency internal probe chose to retire before the hearings, and 9 others were suspended without pay, Baker said. Those who retired may have to deal with state retirement board if they are found to have violated laws or policies. Crews battle large apartment building fire in Biddeford. Let's take a listen to the video from WMTW News 8 Maine. Okay, looks like we're having a little technical difficulties with the video.
Yeah, Tracy, this is a massive fire on Hill Street in Biddeford, and there is a massive effort to get it under control. They've been putting water on this for hours, and just a few minutes ago, we still saw some flames coming out the side. You can sort of see them licking out the side of the building. This short, squat, yellow building has just been cooking for the better part of the morning. Let's go ahead and show you some video that our morning photographer, Tim Doan, shot. Firefighters told us they got the call for the fire just about 8:30 this morning, and some neighbors said that they were woken up just before 9 o'clock. Firefighters say they think this started somewhere maybe on the left side of the building. When you're looking at it from the street, maybe on the first floor. There are 6 apartments here, and we're told that at least one person is still unaccounted for. We're told he's an 89-year-old man. A lot of confusion at the scene, but they are not certain that everybody made it out of this fire okay. Let's go ahead and play you an interview we got with somebody who lives nearby about what he woke up to this morning.
I live in the corner bedroom that faces that building, and I looked out the window and there was smoke coming out of the windows. So I came out, and my roommate here, Red, is in the living room. The same thing woke him up. So we came outside, and the whole roof looked like it was smoking.
This is a heck of a scene down here. You can see fire crews still trying to douse this fire, still trying to get it under control 3 hours into this fight. They've only recently been able to actually get inside the building. That's part of the reason why they're not sure if everybody made it out okay. They say they have not found any bodies. A lot of people didn't make it out. They have not found any victims who are deceased, but there is still at least one person, an elderly man, who is still right now unaccounted for. They're going to be here for a while. There's lots of people out here looking at this. A lot of people being helped by the Red Cross. The fire did not spread to other buildings, but there is damage to other buildings, smoke and heat damage. They're going to be at this a while. They said getting water at this was a real issue, too. We're going to stay here with them and bring you updates throughout the day online, and then tonight starting first and 4. That's the latest for now live in downtown Biddeford. I'm Paul Merrill, WMTW News 8.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. We will keep you updated on that story if more information comes into our newsroom. Now let's take a look at your U.S. stock market and see how your U.S. stock market closed for this Monday evening. Here's a look at your U.S. stock market for this Monday evening. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the red and went down. Your Nasdaq closed in the red and went down. S&P 500 closed in the red and went down. CNBC IQ 100 closed in the red and went down. Gold closed in the green and went up. Oil closed in the red and went down. US 10-year closed in the red and went down. Euro/USD closed in the green and went up. And VIX closed in the green and went up. Dow takes more than 450 points. Nasdaq closes in correction. Amazon leads, tech lower. On the first trading day of April, which is also the first trading day of the second quarter, stocks tanked thanks to a combination of anxiety about a trade war and fears about the tech industry getting hit with regulations. Trump launches Twitter trade and declares DACA is dead. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
Spring is on, and it's time to get growing. As America's #1 professional lawn care company, True Green can tailor a plan that turns your ordinary lawn into an extraordinary one. So start your True Green lawn plan today for only $29.95.
We're going to go to the White House right now, where President Trump is back from celebrating Easter with the First Lady. Another way he marked Easter was by launching a series of Twitter attacks on DACA, the immigration deal to help thousands of dreamers. I want to go to our chief White House correspondent, John Carl. He's got all the latest. Good morning, John. And John, the attacks keep coming. This morning on Twitter, the president talking about immigrants coming through Mexico.
He is still at it, continuing an Easter tirade that he attacked both Democrats in Mexico and the DACA deal, as the president is declaring there will be no deal to protect the dreamers. In their first public appearance together in more than a week, the president and first lady held hands and attended Easter services in Palm Beach, Florida. The president's holiday message: there will be no deal to renew DACA, a program to protect dreamers, those undocumented immigrants brought into the U.S. as young children.
A lot of people are coming in because they want to take advantage of DACA, and we're going to have to really see. They had a great chance. The Democrats blew it.
The president's comma came just hours after the show Fox and Friends aired this segment about a caravan of migrants from Honduras heading to the U.S. border, where they plan to seek political asylum.
Mexico may choose to go after them if they find them because they're breaking Mexican laws as well.
Just an hour later, the president teed off on Twitter, writing, Mexico is doing very little, if not nothing, at stopping people from flowing into Mexico through their southern border and then into the U.S. He tweeted, need wall. And caravans coming, no more DACA deal. Despite the president's suggestion that immigrants are coming into the United States because of DACA, under the rules of DACA, you are only eligible for protection if you have been living in the United States continuously since 2007. And George and Cecilia, according to Customs and Border Patrol, immigration crossings are actually, across the southern border, are actually down. Apprehensions are down compared to this time last year.
They are indeed, John. What are you hearing from White House sources? Is this one of these situations where he caught his own aides, his own inner circle off guard with these comments about DACA and Dreamers?
It sure seems to be that way, Cecilia. Top officials at the White House have been telling me that the president still wanted a deal on DACA, was still pushing to get one, although they were acknowledging it was becoming less and less likely.
And John, White House aides were also trying very hard to get this NAFTA deal locked down as well. Both the president's trade representative, his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, but the president attacking that, as well as we have new signs of a trade war with China this morning.
Exactly right, George. And the Chinese have now announced they are imposing tariffs on American goods going into China, including pork and agricultural goods, goods that are big in states that Trump carried.
Okay, John Carl, thanks very much.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that's it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Monday evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with another newscast. And I'll have a news report later on this evening. Good night, everyone. Bye.